Sports.
Bosk tackled about 20 metres out. Muniz looking for an offload. Muniz, but Diskin did well there. Prevented the French international from getting the ball away. On the last, Giroud hangs the kick into the corner. Pressure on now, and well dealt with in the end by the Bulls. Platt picks it up, but the ball had gone forward. Offside, in fact, says the referee, when off. Bulls teammate, and Platt was in the offside position.
Yeah, well, that's it. He's put himself in the position in front of his teammate because he knows that if this ball goes up, that it's going to be batted back from a Catalan player. Unfortunately, he was stood in an offside position. And now Catalan get another set of 6 with Gregory Muniz, 5 yards from the line.
Diskin making sure that he was tangled up for as long as possible, but they can't stop Thomas Bosk. Now then, another video ref decision by the sound of things. The referee hasn't awarded that one. And he's gone, I think, to the video ref, Phil Bentham, to look at obstruction once more.
Yep. I don't think there's a problem with this. You can just see that Thomas Bosk, or is that, yeah, Jamal Fakir. Elliot Whitehead, well, he stops Tom Alberson. It's Alberson, sorry, from running. You can see the ball goes behind him.
Yeah, and he's got eyes on the ball, Taz. He's looking at the ball, and then by looking at the ball, doesn't see Fakir coming towards him, and that prevents him from getting to Thomas Bosk. No try.
Sixth video ref referral of this one.
Whereabouts?
And it looks as though this one is going to be disallowed. Thomas Bosk,
well, that's what the decision is.
Gliding through the defence.
Close proximity.
I passed it out the back to him.
Scott Giroud and Richard Silverwood still debating the issue.
Go, one.
We could be in here with Menzies, and Menzies will get the first points of the second half, and suddenly the Bradford defence just melted away there, and Steve Menzies galloped through, belying all the years there. Steve Menzies showing great pace to claim his 8th try of this Super League campaign. That's his 50th in the British game, Steve Menzies.
Well, Jamal Fakir, the big prop forward, has come onto the park, and you can see that the Bradford players are looking at him because they think he's just going to tuck the ball under his arm. He comes up with a nice little play, he isolates the defenders, they shoot him, which leaves a gaping hole for Steve Menzies to go through. As soon as he gets in the gap, there's nobody going to stop him. Crooks and Lulia get it totally wrong.
If he lands this one, that'll close the gap still further. Giroud on target.
Go, one.
Hand in there as Pelissier tried to flick the ball away, and in the end it comes to Gregory Muniz. After it was shuffled to him more than anything, and Bulls putting everything into defence. Manakafoa.
Wait. Go, 2.
All over Muniz. Giroud. Bosk. Green shields. Dupont now. Dupont has the strength, but good defence from the Bradford Bulls there. There is Bosk. Green shields. Skip from Pelissier. Anderson out wide to Millard, and Millard is over for the try. Another Catalan Dragons try to extend their lead. And they were patient in the build-up there, Catalan. They tried on their right-hand side. The Bulls' defence was up to the mark. They shipped it across the field. And Daryl Millard, playing on the wing for this one, gets in the corner.
Well, Daryl Millard scores the try, but what about this ball from Louis Anderson? You can see that Elliot Kerr, he gets it wrong by coming in. He's got to have more faith on the man who's defending inside of him. And when Louis Anderson gets this ball, he spots that Elliot Kerr has shot in.
Gives a shout in 5 minutes.
Well, the Bulls have come back once in this game to within 2 points. They're going to have to do it all again, because Giroud has landed that one. And Catalan now 14 ahead. Daryl Millard with the try. He's surely a contender for try of the season for that effort against Saints back in February that Giroud converted from the sidelines to give Catalan a famous win. We might have seen another of the try of the season contenders with that Jared Samet effort at the end of the first half. Spectacular effort that was. Here's Pelissier, great work from him. And Bosk with a little kick ahead. Greenshields is chasing this. Who's got the pace? Bosk might have, Greenshields could have. Samet's got the ball. He's lost it. He was dragged back. Bosk finished it off. Video ref decision surely, because Samet was held back, or wasn't he? Yeah, let's have a look. Phil Bentham says Richard Silverwood, I reckon Samet was held back as he went to try and salvage the situation for the Bulls there.
Well, he's not taking any chances, Richard Silverwood here. Bosk gets the ball, he looks at Clint Greenshields, but he knows that he's under pressure, so he puts the kick ahead. The ball comes forward, Clint Greenshields, well, he kicks it forward, and then there's Thomas Bosk.
Is he tackled there, Tez? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Is he in the action?
Well, there's a number of when Thomas Bosk kicks that ball, did it come off Thomas Bosk? Was Clint Greenshields stood in front of him? That's one thing that the video ref needs to have a little look at. And then when Sarr, does he pull him back when he loses that ball?
I think he's tackling him. I think he's in the action of tackling. It might be a poor tackle. It was a wonderful break by Pelissier. He's definitely changed the ruck speed for Catalan. A dribble from Clint Greenshields.
Was Clint Greenshields stood in front of him?
I'm looking at the tackle. Round the cross. Okay.
Well, hang on.
Okay,
this looks as though a decision has been made, and it was the original one of Samet being pulled back. Casti, such a durable player, Remy Casti, bounces off the challengers there. You've got to be durable to make 29 appearances unbroken in a season in that position. Pelissier has to retrieve that ball. Giroud hoists that one. Is claimed by Blanche. He's got the ball back, and in fact he was taken in the air, says referee Silverwood. Penalty goes Catalan Dragons' way.
Well, it's getting very scrappy around the play of the ball. Damien Blanche, good leap. Jason Crooks, when he realises his feet are off the floor and he realises he can't get the ball, wraps his arm around Damien Blanche, and that's a penalty. And Bradford just piling pressure on themselves, whether it's penalties,
On your line.
offloads to the floor or mistakes, just allowing Catalan in their own danger zone.
So the Bulls' season on the line here. To the last quarter of this one. And they trail by 20 points to 34 in Perpignan. Much stronger Catalan Dragons performance in this second half. They've dominated really in this second 40 minutes so far. Scored the only tries of the second period. And they're looking for more here with Thomas Bosk. So he plays the ball about 10 metres out. Muniz, Giroud, quick hands from Giroud, finds Greenshield. Greenshield's lovely dummy! In again for his second of the game. He got a hat-trick last week. He's got two in this one. And he made that look so easy. They are going to miss him. The will-o'-the-wisp full-back Clint Greenshields.
Well, they are going to miss him, but they're replacing him with a very, I would say, similar player in Brent Webb, who poses the same threat. Jared Samet, anticipating the pass over the top, almost hands in the air like a goalkeeper. But Clint Greenshield, players like this allow time and space for themselves because of the threat that they pose.
Everything. Back on.
Bosk has pushed that one across the face of the posts.
Go, Joe.
Referee says that was a forward pass.
Oh, was it? Pelissier finds Beteri, looks one way, looks to the right, comes back to the left. And Richard Silverwood, certainly it was a forward pass, giving Bradford some field position and some possession.
Bill, you talk about Coach of the Year and former Coach of the Year. I think Mick Potter is in the running for Coach of the Year this year for everything that he's done. Although they may not made the playoffs, what he's had to do has been fantastic.
Here goes Samet again. He's got three already. Looking for a four-timer. He's lost that ball. And in the end, it's Greenshields who has to make it safe.
Oh, he's having a look at something.
Is it stolen? He stole the ball and then drowned him.
He wants to see whether the ball has been stolen.
For a steal. Has he stole it?
You're right, Bill. Phil Bentham has probably done more work than most of the players.
They're good signs for Trent Robinson. They're very good signs. Look at that. There's 6 players there within a 5-metre gap trying to prevent Bradford from scoring a try.
Would you say Damien Blunt stripped it? I would.
Sorry, talking to me.
Menzies, Bosch, and you see Damien Blanche. You can just see him. I think that's a strip. Bradford ball.
One-on-one.
That's the best angle to see it from.
Well, Clint Greenshields grounds the ball behind the line, doesn't he? So I think this will be a drop kick. Drop out from underneath the sticks.
Okay.
That's the decision they've come to.
Time's off anyway. Back on.
And the Bulls in possession with Manakafoa.
Should that not have been a penalty if Damien Blanche
It was
has...
one-on-one.
There was about 4 players around him.
Not when the ball was dislodged, it was still just him. It's a big hit on Elmer, but he withstood the challenge, gets the pass away. And here's Bryn Hargreaves now. Gale. Manakafoa. Known as Nas to his teammates, a lot easier. Intercept by Giroud. Now then, has Giroud got the legs? Possibly not. Millard is in support. Giroud will have the legs. I beg his pardon. Scott Giroud is going to go the length. That's going to seal the game, even at this stage. Too much for the Bulls to do now, surely. A weary-looking Bradford side, dejectedly trooping back. The Catalan supporters on their feet. Bradford had to go for it, but it's Catalan who've come up with the points.
Well, another repeat set of 6, and they've got to force the ball on. Only 15 minutes to go in this game, and they were looking to shift the ball to the right side, and Scott Giroud puts himself in between the Bradford player and the ball carrier and just gets that ball. He pouches it. He looks up, he's got Daryl Millard on his left, but he knows that he's got the speed to score the try.
Giroud to go ahead of Kevin Sinfield in the leading goal-kicking stakes.
Back on.
Going backwards, Luke Gale.
Oh, and then Lestrange puts that one down.
And you sometimes fall in a trap in a game like this. Do we throw the ball around and take chances, take risks, or do we keep hold of it for a while and earn the right to fling it anywhere?
Well, that's what sometimes people say. You've got to earn the right to play. And on that occasion, they're going backwards. They're looking to pull one of the Catalan defenders out of the line and go maybe at that gap. But too many mistakes, not enough pressure. The only pressure that's been put on any team in this second half seems to be the Bradford side.
So here comes Greenshields again for the Catalan Dragons. Straight up the middle, manages to get the pass away to Lloyd Pelissier. Pelissier tackled about 10 metres out.
Go on.
Bosque. Giroud. Oh, intercept. And the tables are turned. And it's Samet who'll get his 4th of the game. And Jared Samet to leisurely jog up the middle of the field to claim number 4. It's a personal triumph for the Bradford Bulls standoff today. Referee Silverwood not going to the video ref. And Jared Samet, well, he is a real jack-in-the-box player. You cannot keep him out of the action.
Again, Scott Giroud, I'm not even sure whether it was Jared Samet who threw the pass that Scott Giroud picked up on the intercept. Jared Samet puts himself in between The passer and the receiver picks up that ball. He's an absolute flipjack of a player. You're never sure what you're going to get from him. A real character off the pitch as well.
Former Penrith Panther
Stand back on.
with those very striking pink boots. Flipjack.
Nut job, that's what it means. Just a very individual player who loves what he does.
Hold it. Go. 1. Two.
Here is Menzies heading for another playoff series, and there's so many of those under his belt from his long and illustrious career.
Go. 2.
Bateri, Catalan, one final flourish from them maybe as Bosk is tackled. Coming up to the last 60 seconds of the regular season then for the Catalan Dragons and the Bradford Bulls. It'll continue for Catalan in the playoffs, but for the Bulls, it's the end of the road.
Help! Move!
Felissier.
4. Go.
Here is Giroud. Another outstanding performance from him. Lovely little kick. Greenshields. He's in again. It's another hat-trick for Clint Greenshields. Back-to-back trebles for the Catalan Dragons fullback. He got one last week against Castleford Tigers. He's left it to the last minute here against the Bradford Bulls, and it was Giroud who served it to him on a plate.
Well, he only talked about these two players a couple of minutes ago. The kicking game of Scott Giroud and the threat that Clint Greenshield poses. And that's a brave catch. He knows that the post pad is there, so he braces himself, anticipates the ricochet. Trent Robinson comes down from his lofty perch now. Job well done. Still one or two things to work on, but these two players, total synergy. Fullback and halfback know where the ball needs to go and where it wants to be. And game over.
Giroud pops the ball over. And Clint Greenshields gets his 5th hat-trick for the Catalan Dragons to round off a 50 points to 26 win.
So the win for the Dragons meant the Wildcats were confirmed in the 8th before the kick-off against Salford. But Wakefield